Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to Honors Convocation. This is the day we take time from our daily responsibilities and obligations to pay tribute to young women who have distinguished themselves by their outstanding academic performance. It is also a time to renew the college's commitment to the pursuit of scholarship, civic engagement, and service as hallmarks of leadership. To our guests, I extend the college's welcome and heartfelt appreciation for your presence today. And I would like to extend a special welcome to all parents. Would all parents in the audience stand? Good thing. The rest of the audience, have a seat, please. I also extend a warm greeting to my colleagues and other members of the college community. Thank you for joining us as we salute our honor students, young women who have maintained cumulative grade point averages 4.0, and those who have made honors lists, the dean's list, and early middle college honors. These young women are stars in the Oasis galaxy in which they represent the finest examples of what the college requires in preparation for 21st leadership. It is indeed befitting that we honor them today. Now we will follow the program as printed, beginning with the scripture by Rochelle Givens, class of 2019. Followed by the invocation by our own Reverend Dr. Natalie McLean, and a litany led by Mr. William Morris.
Good morning. The scripture for today is Proverbs chapter 3, verses 1 through 6. My child, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments. For length of days and years of life and abundant welfare they will give you. Do not let loyalty and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them up on the tablet of your heart, so you will find favor and good reputation with God and people. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own insight. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Amen.
Before I offer the invitation, I'd like for all of us just to pause a moment to remember the students and adults who were lost to us on yesterday, to mourn with their families, friends, colleagues, and community. And we must also remember the young man whose pain inflicted pain on so many and pray for his family. So let us bow in moment of silence. Amen. Let us bow together in prayer. Gracious and eternal God, the giver of every good and perfect gift, we greet you with great thanksgiving on this beautiful and notable day. We are gathered to celebrate your gifts of academic achievement, perseverance, and citizenship among your daughters, and we excitedly encourage those who are working at the capacity of their abilities. Help us to be fair and conscientious in our appraisal of their work as we challenge each student in her pursuit of excellence, not allowing any to settle for mediocrity, nor rewarding them when they have not achieved, nor robbing them or minimizing their success. Additionally, Lord, help us as educators to foster student development in a holistic manner. Help us to remember academic education without the cultivation of interpersonal skills, social grace, and a servant's heart is a grave disservice to our students, our community, and the world in which we live. This is our prayer offer for all God's people in Jesus' name. Amen.
Would you please stand? The right to listen to and to read, to discuss openly such questions as are worthy of serious attention, to express opinions in criticism or in praise of people and public issues is a precious privilege.
As students and as global citizens, may we prove ourselves worthy of this right.
The privilege of awakening the imagination and disciplining it through the acquisition of facts, attitudes, and habits is dear to the hearts of all scholars.
As seeking for truth and light, may the opportunity to grow and quicken the mind never be taken for granted.
The ability to view many things at once as one entirety, to refer them to their true places in the system of things, and to determine their retrospective values and mutual dependence is the challenge of the quest for mature minds.
May our quest for insight and fruitful growth be reflected in the development of creative thinking.
The greatest contribution of education to our lives is the training of the judgment, the application of a cultivated mind to the problems of living by applying the power to see and appreciate truth to the betterment of the world.
We give ourselves to serve humanity through the exercise of our ability to see and appreciate truth.
Our education here provides a calm force with which to meet and conquer difficulties. It develops convictions, accuracy of observance, and earnestness of thought and purpose.
Ours is a commitment not only to have the courage of our beliefs, but also to maintain the search for new knowledge and more accurate philosophies.
A liberal education requires receptiveness to new ideas, freedom from prejudice, and ability to distinguish between appearance and reality, and a wholesome skepticism. Thank you.
We will now have the introduction of our guest speaker. The introduction will be done by our own president, Dr. Phyllis Worthy Dawkins. Following the introduction, we will have a musical selection by the choir.
Good morning. Our speaker today is our own faculty member, Dr. Sarah Wren, who is an associate professor of psychology at Bennett College. She received her AB in psychology from Duke University and her PhD in social psychology from North Carolina State University. Before coming to Bennett College in 2008, Dr. Wren taught classes in statistics and research methods at North Carolina State University and Meredith College. During the summers of 2015 and 2016, Dr. Wren and other faculty traveled abroad. One place she went to Saudi Arabia to work as a writing and presentation coach for the Saudi Research Science Initiative Summer Institute. Dr. Wren's research has touched on various topics, including the effects of victim impact evidence on junior sentencing decisions, children's affective social competence, dispositional and situational antecedents of causal thinking, working memory capacity, and so forth. Dr. Wren currently serves as president of the Bennett College Faculty Senate, and she's also a member of the Bennett College Board of Trustees. After the selection, I bring to you Dr. Wren.
Can we get another round of applause? Whew, it's a hard act to follow. Good morning. My Bennett family, I've been asked to be brief, and so I will forge ahead and ask you a most timely and important question. Have you gotten your Black Panther tickets yet? Seriously, show of hands. Got your tickets? You're at least planning to go, right? Okay, all right, very, very good. I got my tickets yesterday, and I can't wait for Sunday. Why? I assume you've seen the trailers, right? Because it's going to be awesome. But more importantly, because it's a movie made for people who have gotten the short end of the Hollywood blockbuster stick for far too long. It's a movie for you. Full of people who look like you, being the heroes and sheroes of their own story. Not the sidekicks, not the star of the movie's one black friend, not victims waiting to be educated, rescued, freed, recognized, or made whole by someone who looks like me. Okay. If I'm tired of that, I know you're tired of that. Okay. And even though Black Panther is just a movie, and a silly superhero action movie at that, this is not a trivial thing. There is something transformative about seeing people you can identify with taking their rightful place on a movie screen, in the pages of a book, as the head of a corporation or at the head of a protest march, in the halls of Congress. So what in the world does this have to do with honors convocation? Well, clearly, we are here to celebrate the students, your sisters, who have put in the work necessary to make the grades that earned them a place on the dean's list, on the honors list, on the president's list, and on the middle college honor roll. They didn't get there by accident, and they deserve to be commended for what they have achieved. On behalf of my faculty and staff colleagues, well done. We are so proud of you. Absolutely. But what about those of you who are here who aren't on any of these lists? Why are you here? Believe it or not, for the same reason that a lot of folks will be heading out to see Black Panther this weekend. Because that movie and this honors convocation were also made for you. To help you see the possibilities for yourself that you may never have considered. To inspire you, poke at you, coax you, to serve as living proof that people just like you can achieve great things. Now, if you've never been on any kind of honor roll in your life, or maybe only once or twice, you may be thinking that I am seriously mistaken, that you are just not honor student material, that the young women being honored today are the success stories and that you are not. I disagree. Because you too have already achieved a lot. You made it to college, you are still here, and not everyone can say that. We all know someone, maybe many someones, who could be sitting beside you today, but they're not, or they're not anymore. And it takes a lot of courage to stick with it when the A's and B's are few and far between and the bills are piling up. When you start to doubt yourself, wonder what you're doing here, when you feel like a failure. Well, I have news for you. The Bennett Bells, whose academic achievements we celebrate today, the success stories, became successes by failing over and over and over. Because in order to learn, you have to be willing to take a risk and try your hand at things that you're not going to be able to do perfectly on the first go around or the second go around. Sometimes it takes a lot of go arounds. Anyway, the point is that your peers who are on the dean's list, the honors list, the president's list, and the middle college honor roll aren't there because they never experienced failure or hurt or disappointment. They are on those lists today because they had the strength of character to fail, pick themselves up, and keep right on going, just like you. So for those of you who are still trying to work out what it is that you need to do to achieve that which you aspire to, we see you trying, and we are here to support you. Just ask. To you, I wholeheartedly say, on behalf of my faculty and staff colleagues, well done. We are so proud of you.
Thank you, Dr. Wren. I think the Black Panther movie offers a message of hope, and it also reminds us that if you're well prepared and you're academically competent, you can do anything. And so we're going to be looking for you young ladies to be that Black Panther. As T'Challa says in the movie, just try. As the provost, I'm proud to present the following Bennett Bells by classification who have achieved a perfect cumulative grade point average of 4.0 based on the academic work completed for the semester. Will those women please stand and come forward, and I will call your name. You will receive your award from President Phyllis Worthy Dawkins. Freshwomen, Hannah Ross, Mathematics, Hillsborough, North Carolina. Anaya Wells, Elementary Education, Trenton, New Jersey. Sophomores, Carmen Acosta Alonza, Mathematics, Raleigh, North Carolina. Kenona Berthay, Mathematics, Kinston, North Carolina. Okay. Juniors, Tyler Cassell, Binion, Business Administration, Antioch, Tennessee. Keena Curtis, Biology, Fort Washington, Maryland. Carissa Edwards, Computer Science, White Plains, Maryland. It is now time in our program to recognize students who have made the honors and dean's list. The students who have made the honor list have accumulated grade point averages as follows for the spring semester. and I'll cite it for each category. Seniors, 3.4 and above. Juniors, 3.30 and above. Sophomores, 3.2 and above, and freshwomen, 3.0 and above. Their names will be called by Mr. Steve Willis, Dean of the Division of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Henry V. Johnson, Chair of Curriculum and Instruction, Division of Professional Studies, and Mrs. Stephanie Faison, School Counselor of the Bennett College Early Middle College. Will the honor students please stand? Will the Division and Early Middle College representative please come forward?
Good morning. It gives me great pleasure to call the names and present to you honor students from the Division of Arts and Sciences. From Biology, Deja Allen. Also from Biology, Princess Bush. Sydney Carroll. DeAndrea Cooper. Megan Ferguson. Janessa Johnson. From Chemistry, Kiana Baylor. Also from Chemistry, Ariella Houston. From Computer Science, Carissa Edwards. From Interdisciplinary Studies, Kiara Harris. Maya Harris. Jasmine Jones. From Music, Danielle Jeffries. From Mathematics, Carmen Acosta Alonso. Also for Mathematics, Kenyana Buffet. From Political Science, Jasmine Anglin. Brooke Kane. From Psychology, Imani Graham. Also from Psychology, Shani McMichael. And from Theater, Ayana Campbell. Dr. Dawkins, Dr. Brown, my colleagues, I present to you the honor students from the Division of Arts and Sciences.
Good morning. It is with utmost pleasure that I recognize the students from the Division of Professional Studies. The first area that I recognize is the division from the business administration area. Tyler Bennett. Rochelle Gibbons. Brianna King. Aaliyah McLaughlin. Dariana Palmore. Nandy Reed Bantel. I will now recognize the students from elementary education. Kamaya Bannister. Dylan Brown. Tiara Brown. Tiara Campbell. Jakayla Chapman. Sabrina Simpson. Zaria Timmons. Anaya Wells. I will now recognize the students from Journalism and Media Studies. Shaquila Johnson. Now from the area of social work. Demaria Barber. Jacqueline Blake. Jamia Cochran. Takima Keys. Brittany King. Elizabeth Melendez. Sarah Redden. Ashley Robinson. Jamie Rose. Sharon Sadie. And under the undecided area, Kayla Davis.
Good morning. I am Stephanie Mason, the school counselor at the Middle College at Bennett, and I am elated to announce the students at the Middle College who have received all A's and a B honor roll. Middle College students, please stand as your name is called. Students receiving all A's: Sierra Cruz, Cruz Ruiz, Leah Daniel, Logan Bruntwood, Tiara Anchik, Johnson, Samaya Lyles, Ashanti McLaurin, Zanab Muhammad, Brianna Pete, Simone Perry, Daisy Toledo, Simone Williams. And now those students receiving AB on the roll are Deasia Alexander, Dynasty Anderson, Michaela Baldwin, Lauren Butler, Myla Cunningham, Mahogany Day, Kayla Dick, Janae Hector, Cherise Edwards, Zainab Haruna, Zelena Hinton, Tatiana Horn, Shanice Hughes, Natalie Johnson, Sabrit Carr, Camille LaShure, Samaya Lemon, Sophia Lorenzo, Zion Luster, and Kuzmet Lynch Wade, Asia Maiden, Janita Monet, Getsamani Mars Escamilla, Trinity Matthews, Christine McNeil, Banta Maytag, Brianna Moore, Marissa Owens, Kayla Peterman, Denise Renteria Velasquez, Niamal Rhett, Esperanza Schaffner, Kiana Sire, Kathleen Skinner, Patrell Sloan, Kayla Smith, Layla Smith, Chloe Taylor, Pamela Troxler, Jaleesa Underwood, Biani Washington, Tamaya Wilkerson, and Jahara Yahaya.
Thank you. As you may have noticed in your program, some of the young women being honored have achieved both honors list and dean's list. They are recognized for the same averages as the honors students based on spring semester 2017 academic work. Their certificates will be distributed in the division office following the convocation. But for now, will those young ladies who have achieved the dean's list please stand up to be recognized? Now, please join me in celebrating the achievements of all honors, dean's list, honor roll students. We applaud them, so will you applaud them too? Please stand. That means the middle college should also stand. Today, as we are celebrating the excellence of our students, we also want to honor the excellence and service from our Bennett College alumni. So now our esteemed president, Dr. Phyllis Worthy Dawkins, and Dr. Joyce Martin Dixon, a member of the Bennett College class of 1956, will make a special presentation to my esteemed classmate. We call ourselves one of a kind, the class of 69, Mrs. Ava Taylor Williams, a member of that class. Would Dr. Dawkins and Mrs. Dixon please come to the podium to share words about our honoree?
It's not going to work. Just excuse me, that's not going to work.
Is the mic okay?
But that will. Good morning. It is always a pleasure to introduce Sister Bell. This pleasure is extra special this morning because the honoree gives so much back to our alma mater, and she's also a dear friend. Excuse me if I'm a little hoarse. The illustrious lady I refer to is Belle Ava Taylor Williams. She's not only beautiful and smart, but she's also talented. She and her spouse, Jerry, will celebrate their 46th anniversary later this year. I think that's remarkable. They have one son and two grandsons, ages 18 and 13. Mrs. Williams was born in Birmingham, Alabama, and was encouraged by the pastor of the family church to attend Bennett. The pastor's name was Reverend William King, the brother of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. She entered Bennett at the age of 15 and graduated summa cum laude in 1969. Our honoree continued her legacy of excellence at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, where she received a master's degree in social work in 1971. This time, she graduated magna cum laude. Mrs. Williams realized her dream and became a psychiatric social worker. That was followed by the urge to travel, at which time she enjoyed a career with Eastern Airlines. Another talent surfaced and remains her passion today. It is interior designing. Her clients include, and I want you to hear this, her clients include national football and basketball players, U.S. gold medal Olympians, and music and movie personalities. You may have seen her directing the placement of furniture and artifacts in dormitories. She is a Bennett College interior designer extraordinaire. In 2007, a new committee was formed on campus. It was the Parlor Renovation Committee, and is comprised of members of the Bennett College alumni. With Mrs. Williams' philosophy of giving back, she joined the group without hesitation and directed the decoration of Player, Cone, Reynolds, Myrna, and Pfeiffer halls. She then decorated the President's House and our beloved Global Learning Center. Those chores included painting, repairs, carpets, curtains, chairs, couches, tables, pictures, blinds, lighting where possible, and so on and on. Our Bennett sisters and members of the community paid for all items needed, and everything, believe me, was first class. Ms. Williams knew the vendors, you see, so the majority of purchases were at reduced prices. She didn't stop with designing for Bennett, but also lent her talents to special areas at Miles College and Shaw University. Last fall, Dr. Dawkins observed the necessity of the Renovation Committee's services. Our previous job, done in 2007, had lasted 10 years. That had to be a record and speaks volumes for our students. When called upon Mrs. Williams came to the rescue, and this time with player, honors, and barge. Barge remains a work in progress and is destined to be the star of Paulus. Among the distinctive honors Mrs. Williams has received over the years is the National Black Interior Design Award in July 2017. Now that you know all about our honoree and the committee, I'm pleased to introduce another member of this committee. She's a retired school principal, Belle Alma Stokes. Stand up, Alma, and let us see you. I had hoped the gentleman who helps us every step of the way would be here today, because he has really been there for us and he had our backs. But if you ever meet him, his name is Lionel Alford. Lionel, before he retired, made furniture for Henry Don. In closing, I will share one of Ava's favorite quotes by a famous person and her purpose in life. The quote is this: "When love and skill work together, expect a masterpiece." I'm going to repeat that. When love and skill work together, expect a masterpiece. This is by John Ruskin. Her purpose and call in life, and these are her words: to walk daily before God, giving Him ultimate pleasure and living totally rendered to His calling. We are indebted to you, my sister, and we love you. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Ava Taylor Williams, a member of the Bennett College class of 1969, to join me at the podium. On behalf of the Bennett College Board of Trustees, our faculty, staff, alumni, and especially our students, we would like to give this token of appreciation to you, Ms. Ava Taylor Williams, for your efforts to beautify our residence hall, the GLC, and other locations on campus. We are very grateful to you for your unwavering support of your alma mater. Please know the students, as well as the entire Bennett College family, appreciate you. Let me ask Alma Stokes to join us on the podium as well. Okay. One more.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Dr. Dawkins, Dr. Dixon, faculty, guests, and my beloved Bells. There are those who by their very nature invite growth into the lives of others. Those very few have a divine gift of reaching inside your very spirit and capturing the essence of who you are and what your life is going to be. Such is the gift of Dr. Joyce Dixon, my friend, my mentor, and my talented visionary. I am forever grateful that Joyce saw my gifts and knew that my life would be tremendously enriched by giving to the needs of Bennett and investing in her beauty. So along with Alma Stokes, we set out on a mission in 2007 to design and furnish the parlors at Bennett, giving each their own identity, taking their history and vision into our thinking process, and extending their legacy and their integrity. Of a special note, the unveiling was dedicated to Dr. Janetta B. Cole, whose invaluable artifacts were placed in Pfeiffer Hall in 2007, and today are shown in the Honors Dorm, who has been renamed the Janetta Besh Cole Honors Dorm. Later, several years later, Dr. Julianne Malvo came to me and asked me to design and install the Global Learning Center at Bennett. Of course, I couldn't say no, but I had no idea how involved it was going to be. But it became such a labor of love. It did, a labor of love that lasted about a year and a half. It was the most challenging feat of my entire career, and even today, I am overwhelmed when I enter the lobby and see the dome, the chandeliers, and the beautiful marble and granite flooring. Every single detail so well thought out, so prayed about, just became my life for those years. And I'm so grateful that I did that and that I was asked by Dr. Malvo to do that. Perhaps Woodrow Wilson sums my feelings best as they relate to my work. You are not merely here to make a living. You are here in order to enable the world to live more aptly, with greater vision, with finer spirit of hope and achievement. You are here to enrich the world. Beloved, now we are the sons of God, and it doth not appear what we shall be. We shall know him when he shall appear. We shall be like him because we shall see him as he is. It is just a joy to be here today. Thank you so much for honoring this. This goes deep in my heart as one of the most memorable things in my life, and I appreciate it so very, very much.
With the guests for Ms. Ava Taylor Williams, please stand, please. Thank you. You know, every day I go into my office, I love the way my office is decorated. I like showing it off to other presidents, okay? It's so well done, so thank you, Ava, for the decoration of the president's office. And now for the charge to the students. Good morning once again. Good morning. On behalf of the Bennett College Board of Trustees, as well as the faculty, staff, students, parents, and alumni of this esteemed institution, it is my pleasure to thank you for attending the 2018 Bennett College Honors Convocation. At this time, would all members of the Bennett College Board of Trustees stand to be recognized? All members, current and former board members, please stand. Thank you. Now, would all Bennett College alumni stand to be recognized? All alumni. Thank you, alumni, for all that you do for Bennett College. Dr. Wren, thank you for taking time this morning to impart sage advice to our students. Thank you, Dr. Wren, for supporting shared governance on this campus. Thank you, Dr. Wren, for what you did between fall and spring semester, working with trustees to support gap funding. So many of the students here today could return to campus today. And thank you, Dr. Wren and the Senate, for a surprise coming next year, students, the ability for you to have reduced pricing for your textbooks. So once again, I'd like to thank Dr. Wren. And once again, all faculty, please stand. Thank you. And staff, please join them. Thank you. Bennett Bells, you're fortunate to have such outstanding faculty to teach you what you need to know to ensure you graduate in 4 years. Once again, in how many years? 4 years, and command your rightful place in today's global society. I hope you appreciate them and take advantage of their expertise. Last night, I smiled as I thought about honors convocation. You see, as you recognize your students for their academic success, we simultaneously affirm the greatness of Bennett College, which makes me smile, and I'm smiling heavily today. So once again, we want to congratulate you on your success. As you know, Bennett is one of 2 African-American all-women's institutions in the country. Founded in 1873, Bennett has a rich, enduring legacy that can be seen throughout the world in various professions, including science, technology, journalism, education, healthcare, law enforcement, history, political science, social work, and others. Since 1926, Bennett has served as a beacon of hope for young women who realize education is the surest vehicle for upward mobility in the world. Bells, I cannot overstate the importance of education, particularly in today's climate, when unfortunately it seems we live in a nation of the haves and the have-nots, and it's only going to get worse, okay? Being formally educated doesn't mean you're better than anyone else. However, being formally educated greatly improves your chances of being successful, opening doors that may be closed to others, and significantly increasing your earning power. Young ladies, some of you may not have traveled outside the U.S., and at this point in your lives, but as Bennett College students, you have the opportunity to travel abroad. Last year, I went with a group of students to Seoul, South Korea, and that's where the place where you see the Olympics on every night. I know I'm glued to NBC every night watching the Olympics in Seoul, and that brings back memories. And a separate group of students, I traveled with them to Cape Town as well as Johannesburg, South Africa. It is at Bennett that we have these opportunities. And while there, we also traveled to Robben Island, one of the prisons in which former South African President Nelson Mandela was incarcerated. The Bells on that trip got the chance to visit a place that will forever be part of history, all because they were in college, at Bennett College. So if there are any Bennett Bells that traveled with me last summer, please stand, Bennett Bells. Thank you. Young ladies, your high GPAs reflect that you go to class prepared to learn what your professors are teaching, and your high GPAs signal that you turn in papers and classroom assignments on time. Keep it up. Now that you've been honored for academic excellence, make a vow to yourself that you'll continue doing well. The grades you earn at Bennett will have an impact on which graduate or professional schools you are accepted into. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't let your GPA fall below 2.5. The grades you earn at Bennett could mean the difference between earning a salary of $45,000, $55,000, or higher. Don't let anyone or anything stand between you and academic excellence. And if you find that you join one club or organization too many, causing your grades to slip a little, understand it's okay to step back and lighten your load. Because after all, you're here to earn a degree. Not to say you were a member of numerous clubs and organizations. Honorees, no matter what you aspire to do in life, you'll fare much better with a solid educational background than you will without one. And to the Bells who weren't honored today, please let this award ceremony serve as a motivation event for you to study harder. As I take my seat, I'd like to leave you with a quote and a scripture. The quote is from Nelson Mandela, who famously once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." The scripture is from Proverbs 18:15 and says, the heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. Thank you and congratulations. Now I ask that you please join me in the singing of our alma mater, which will be followed by the benediction by Reverend McLean. After the benediction, please remain seated for the recessional. Following the recessional, please join me in the Wilbur Steele Hall Art Gallery for a reception honoring Miss Ava. Dr. McLean.
Thank you.
us bow together in prayer. Dear God, we bless you for our time together to honor our students. We praise you for their accomplishments. We also salute those who were not present with us due to internships, practicums, and employment, for their achievements are great. Now, Lord, as we prepare for midterm exams, please keep our students' minds sharp and focused, and help each to seek a healthy balance between study, rest, physical nourishment, and prayer. This is our prayer confidence in Jesus. Amen.
College, you are now dismissed. Students, you are now in the hands of the marshals.